With all the sets being released on October the 1st, this is one of them that currently is sold out on Lego.com, and all of my local Lego stores are sold out as well. And this is the Gingerbread AT-AT. It is an iconic vehicle from Star Wars. So as soon as we saw that they were going to have a Christmas theming to it, being a gingerbread theme, we all knew that this was going to fly off of the shelves. For the longest time, the Star Wars collectors of Lego have wanted Christmas themed Star Wars sets, especially when we saw like the X Wing that was given to all of the Lego employees. I mean, yeah, we want more sets like this. So hopefully in the future we get more because this thing again is sold out. So that hopefully signals Lego that, hey, there is indeed a market for this. But I am super excited. We're huge Christmas fans. And when I saw that this set was going to be released, I needed to have it. I know that it was a must buy for us. So without further ado, let's get into the review of the Gingerbread AT-AT. If you're enjoying the content and wondering how you can help this channel out, it's literally by just watching the video in its entirety. Also, leaving a comment and a like on the video does help the algorithm. Michelle and I really appreciate it. One of the many reasons why this set is sold out everywhere is going to be this minifig right here, which is our Gingerbread Darth Vader. If they never released a set like this, we would have never received this fig. So I'm extremely happy because this fig is stellar. Now you can see that it has some of the very similar printing from the original, Darth Vaders that we've received before. But the difference is the printing is done in frosting, and some of those lines are a little bit crooked. Hey, how many of you have made cookies out there where you had to do some kind of frosting and the lines weren't just straight? That's me. I've done that before. And I love that little detail. It just adds a lot of charm to this specific printing on this fig. Now, also, I'm not sure if the camera is quite going to pick it up, but there are little small orange or nougat colored dots everywhere, which is supposed to represent, again, the gingerbreadness of the cookie. And I think that was a nice detail to go ahead and add there. Now, we do get leg printing. We do get torso printing. We get no arm printing, which would have just made this even more of a desirable fig. And then going around to the backhand side, we do have some printing on the back, and you can kind of see that nougat little dots that I was talking about. Now, also, we have a cloth cape, which is unique to this fig. Oh, this thing is done so well. It's so soft, the material that they used. But you can see, again, those little orange or nougat kind of dots there, emphasizing that gingerbreadness of this fig. But then you also have that frosting design that's just a little bit crooked everywhere. Man, such a cool design for the cloak or the cape. Now, taking the helmet off, we have no face printing at all. Okay, so there's no face printing, not even like any kind of nougat dots or anything like that. Just kind of very, very simple. But I think that's totally fine because of what we're getting on the outside, which just really knocks it out of the park. And again, I am so happy that they decided to create this specific set because this fig is just fantastic. And here we have the Gingerbread AT-AT. This thing right here is absolutely adorable, especially when you pair it up to the 2020 or 2022 version of the AT-AT, the playset, or even the UCS version. It just looks like a puppy version of those specific sets, and it makes the set look even more adorable than what it is right now. Now, looking at this set, it hits that Christmas theme or that gingerbread house theme perfectly, and that is one of the reasons why this is sold out everywhere. It's sold out online, and it's also sold out at the 4 Lego stores that I have here in my city. So yeah, I got very lucky. I think I got the last one that was on the shelf. Now, just kind of glancing at this set, it does give you that vibe of a gingerbread house. And I really enjoy that because this fits perfectly into Christmas. You can pair this up with some of the other Christmas sets that have been released in the past, and it just fits. It just totally fits. So let's go ahead and go through all of the different kind of details that are here in the AT-AT build. We're going to go ahead and start off at the bottom with the legs, and it has that perfect gingerbread theme look with some of the pieces being white, which gives you that indication of frosting. And then you have those little dots everywhere, which is supposed to show off like those gummy candies that you end up getting inside of a gingerbread house build. And all four of the legs are basically the same. Now, a cool thing that they added with this gingerbread AT-AT was the ability of moving the legs. Now, there are several points in the legs that can be maneuvered, and we're going to go ahead and cover that right now. So, at the very top, we have a Technic joint as well as one towards the center, and at the very bottom, you can manipulate the feet back and forth. So, it is cool that you can position the gingerbread AT-AT however you would like to do that. And for, as soon as I built this set, I knew for sure that I was going to want to go ahead and pose it in the downed AT-AT state. And I don't know, man, this thing just looks so cool. Now, the only thing you do have to look out for is the section at the very bottom towards the feet. Those pieces there can indeed get pulled off pretty easily when manipulating that portion of the leg, so just be careful with that. Now, looking at the top, you have that centerpiece there, which is going to be like the AT-AT's body. And again, has that gingerbread theme with the frosting of the white pieces. And then again, those dots, which represents those candies. And then you have, and I don't know if you've done this before and put together one of these gingerbread houses. In those sets, they normally give you those gummies that are covered in sugar. And I think this is perfect. That's supposed to be the indication of those lights with the frosting that's kind of hanging there. That's where I think those pieces look, because they kind of give you that same style of look when the sugar is on top of that, like almost translucent kind of gummy candy that they put in those sets. So I think that's what that's supposed to end up being. Now, both of the sets, or both of the sides of this set are the same. So we're just going to go ahead and cover one side. Now, moving over to the front where we have the AT-AT head, again, classic AT-AT head in the build. The candy canes are the blasters. Come on, man. This thing is so freaking good. Now, unfortunately, you cannot fit Darth Vader into the AT-AT head. Now, I get it. I knew it wasn't going to be possible, but I did want to go ahead and try it. But if they were to increase the size of the AT-AT head, they would have had to increase the size of the rest of the body, which I would have been totally fine with, because yes, this is a smaller set, and I really like that it is a smaller set, to be honest with you. I think it just adds to the adorableness, if that's a word, to the set itself. But they would have had to increase everything to be able to fit the Darth Vader in there. And so, yeah, you just cannot do that. I'm guessing, I don't know, Darth Vader is supposed to be kind of riding the AT-AT. I don't know. But again, I think it's just really, really cute. Now, if we go ahead and look inside, there are some details that give it that gingerbread house look. To see inside of the AT-AT, you simply just have to move the panels up, which is something in the design that we've had before in the other AT-ATs. Now, starting off at the back, we have some presents in the storage compartment, which I think is a cool little detail. Going a little bit forward, we have a chair for the gingerbread Darth Vader to sit, as well as a massive candy cane, a rug, and also a little table for him to place his coffee or cocoa, whatever he's drinking. Now, in front of that, we do have two stockings as well as some greenery and a fireplace. This is a gingerbread house. They should have named it the Gingerbread House AT-AT, not just a gingerbread AT-AT. This is a gingerbread house. Now, behind that fireplace, there is a gray ball, and I'm guessing that is supposed to be like the Death Star back there. That's the only thing that I can think of personally that would be the Death Star behind the fireplace, which is really cool and such a funny little detail that the gingerbread Darth Vader is looking at the fireplace with the Death Star in it. I don't know. I just think that's such a cool little detail that they added there. So there you have the Gingerbread AT-AT, which is currently right now still sold out at the Lego store. They're going to start shipping, orders that they have received around October the 30th. So yeah, as of making this video right now, it is still sold out, which doesn't surprise me because of how cool this set is. Now let's go ahead and talk about one of the main issues when it comes to this set, and it's kind of tied together. It's two different things that are tied together. So number one is going to be the price to what the size of this set is. Now, I don't know if Lego's idea was to make this small enough that it would fit like in a winter village like setting. I'm not sure if that's the case, but obviously this does fit. It's almost the same size as the recently festive gingerbread house. So I don't know if that was kind of their thinking to it, but it's a $60 set. And we all know that Star Wars sets have a Star Wars tax, and it's very unfortunate, but we do pay a premium when it comes to Star Wars Lego sets. And so obviously that is being kind of factored into the price of this set overall. Now it's a ton of decently sized nougat pieces, and I'm wondering if that kind of maybe expanded the price of this, but also on top of that is the gingerbread Darth Vader. We would have never received a gingerbread Darth Vader unless it was because of this set. And so you have to look at kind of the pluses and then the minuses and then figure out for yourself if they kind of, the pros, outweigh the cons. And for me, again, we're massive Christmas fans. And so for us, it was a day one purchase. But on top of all of that, it's the inclusion of the gingerbread Darth Vader that for us, we felt like it was worth the price to go ahead and buy it on day one instead of waiting for discounts, because I don't think this set is going to be one of those sets where you're going to find a ton on the shelf. I think more than likely, until it ends up being retired, this thing is going to be flying off of the shelves. I know that there are some people out there that are buying several of these because, more than likely after it being retired, that gingerbread Darth Vader is going to be worth a pretty penny. So you're going to have to make that decision for yourself if the overall set itself, the AT-AT plus the Darth Vader gingerbread is going to be worth that price. That's going to be a personal thing to decide. All in all, though, I think this set is fantastic. For me, the size was fine. The theme fits perfectly. The gingerbread Darth Vader, it's just, it's a go-to. It was a go-to purchase for Michelle and I. If you found this video informative, do us a favor and go down there and hit this video with a like. If you want to see more content like this about Lego, do yourself a favor and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comment section below. Did you buy this set? Did you build this set? What do you think about the price? What do you think about the Darth Vader gingerbread guy? Darth Vader gingerbread guy? The Darth Vader gingerbread minifig? And what did you think about the build overall and kind of the theming of it? Let us know in that comment section below. While you're out there hunting for Lego, looking for that perfect set for you, be safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.